Being a Dallas Cowboy fan, we've seen for a long time no major championships, and yet stats for our players that are off the charts good. I mean, we see Tony Romo stats and he looks like a hero, but on the field there's no results to prove that. And so sometimes you wonder, do we need to get fans out of the stadium onto the field to play the game? Would that give us a better chance of winning? Would we be better successes if our fans really pitched in? I'm not sure that would be the case. I'm J Loren Norris, and you're watching Leading Leaders Podcast. And today I want to talk to you about the difference between team players and fans. See, it's pretty common that you would see guys and gals participate in a team. Maybe it's a corporate team, maybe it's a sports team, maybe it's just a family unit, if you will. Maybe it's a church team or a business team. And as people come together, they tend to mesh with people that are most like them. Their friends. And sometimes as those friends rise up the ladder, they bring with them their close friends. Not necessarily the most competent people, but the ones who are most their friend. It's easy to surround yourself with yes people. It's easy to surround yourself with people who are supporters of what you do and what you believe and what you say and how you teach and how you lead. People who stand behind you and go, yes, you're awesome. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they have the competence necessary to drive the team forward to success. My son this week took on a project, and it was a daunting task. It was a lot of physical labor. It was an indoor-outdoor job in the sun, in the heat, with a lot of nasty, getting dirty, remodeling, construction kind of work. He's done a little bit of that, but not much. He's not a pro at it by any stretch of the imagination, but as they say in the world of manual labor, you don't always need strong minds as much as you need strong backs, and he's a teenager with a strong back. And so he got the project. And the person who hired him said, here's the scope of the work that needs to be done, and here's the fee for getting that work done. Now, he's worked in my business for years, but having run his own business, he has no experience at. And so, of course, to get help, he recruited a couple of friends, people he can hang out with, friends, people who like him, friends, people are good at being friends, kind of friends, but friends who have no experience in doing what he needed to be done. They didn't add anything to the manual labor load. In fact, the friendships probably added more drama to getting the work done than getting the work done. It wasn't a division of labor. It was a multiplication of hassles. Sometimes in corporate America and in sports teams and in our small businesses and in our small group relationships, we do the same thing. We look for friends. We look for fans. We look for people who support what we say and do and make us feel good about ourselves. But that doesn't mean we're adding anything to the bottom line. We haven't gone outside to find the person that maybe we don't get along the best with, but we know they're experts at this task. They're brilliant at what we need to accomplish. Who cares if I don't like the color of their socks? Sometimes a successful team isn't just filled with friends. There's a difference between the circle of friends that you hang out with and the people you get work done with. And if you've got to separate those two and understand that getting the work done successfully may not mean surrounding myself with my regular friends. It may mean surrounding myself with strangers or with frenemies. But in order to get through life successfully, I need people around me who believe what I believe, who support what I support, who will challenge me in my ideas, but at the end of the day are on my side. There's a big difference between the friends that you surround yourself with and the team that you employ to get your work done. And sometimes they're not the same. Leaders have to understand that. You don't want to get to the top as a leader just because you've surrounded yourself with friends and yes people. You want to get to the top because you've successfully accomplished the assignments that are laid out in front of you. And that may or may not be with a bunch of friends around you. I'm J Loren Norris on Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. Thanks for being here today. Have a blessed day.